You never know if it could change your life. Take a chance, you're neither wrong or right. You never know if you don't roll them dice. You better roll them dice. You never know if it could change your life. Take a chance, you're neither wrong or right. Pac Div. You never know if you don't roll those dice.
Cry havoc, Matt, and set loose the dogs of war. Thank you for being here. We are setting loose. We are crying havoc.
We're on the Havoc engine. We are talking about Havoc games and crying the entire time. Yeah. I don't know why I can't. Do I have to have Havoc and start crying, or can I just want to have the Havoc? I don't want to be so emotional about it.
No, you could just have the havoc. I think we're just gonna have havoc tonight, and maybe a minimum of crying because it's
Patreon
not.
Listeners, thank you for supporting the show. We're talking about the Havoc engine, Eat the Reich, and the Havoc toolkit, and what you can steal from it.
Yeah. So this is you may have heard of this. This is from Grant Howitt and Rowan Rook and Deckard, the game company. Sorry, and Grant Howitt is one of the auteurs that we talked about in our episode. Known for many things, including Honey Heist, but maybe best known for Eat the Reich, which is a really cool game. The Havoc engine is the system that underlies Eat the Reich. It is a great system, very modular and usable. There are other games that use the Havoc engine made by Grant Howitt, made by Rowan Rook and Deckard, but we're going to start with Eat the Reich, and then we are going to talk about some of the others. Part of the reason for this is that this month, or I suppose last month when you hear this, March, Rowan Rook and Deckard had a game jam, a design contest, sort of. I don't really know there's like a prize or anything, but it's just a sort of like a challenge to make a game in the Havoc engine, which I and a couple of friends of the show participated in. We're going to talk about Eat the Reich, and then we'll link to talk about those games and link those games. But if you ever thought that you wanted to cry havoc, now is the time.
Yes, I do. Rob, you moved on past a bunch of things talking about this, but I want to say my personal thing I know Grant Howitt best for is Heart the City Beneath and Spire the City Must Fall, which use a completely different engine that we've talked about a little bit on the show before, the Resistance engine. So Grant Howitt is a engine role-playing game engine creating auteur. And
yes,
if you wanted to like distinguish between these two engines, Resistance engine and Havoc engine is like the fun one you take to parties, right? The Resistance engine is the one you have like a book club with. I mean, they're both fun. It's just Havoc engine is crazy. Like the time limit for the campaign that you're setting up is meant to be very, very short, like it's modular enough. It doesn't have to be, but I think it's tuned at the idea of, hey, this is a game we're going to play for 1 to 6 weeks.
Yeah. The Havoc engine is fast. It's fun. It is pretty lightweight. It's more narrative. I'm going to say we'll talk about what that means. And most of the games are pretty focused around a specific scenario. Eat the Reich is about you're a Nazi hunting vampire that gets airdropped into the middle of Paris in World War II, and you have to drink Hitler's blood, which is awesome. It's so cool. But it is very specifically supposed to take you 1 to 2, maybe 3 sessions, and then you've done it. Now, you could play again after that, but it's not the kind of thing that is built for a year of ongoing play. The Havoc engine is, I think, geared towards punchy scenario TTRPGs that are supposed to be finite in their scope.
Yeah. And I love I don't know if we should talk about Eat the Reich first or the Havoc engine first, but I love the idea of more games that do one thing especially well.
Yeah.
And like this one is like, hey, this is where the game ends, in a Zeppelin hovering over the Eiffel Tower with you fighting like, a gonzo, even more turned up to 11 than the Nazis you want to punch in Hellboy version of the Nazis, but you're also vampires, and that's how the game is going to end. We're going to figure out how you get there, and then boom.
To hear the rest of this episode, head over to patreon.com/Dungeon Master of None.